Alright, so you're thinking about doing No Nut November? Maybe you've heard people joke about it, or maybe you've seen a bunch of memes. But here's the truth. This challenge isn't a joke. No Nut November can be life-changing if you take it seriously. So, what is No Nut November? For those who don't know, No Nut November is a challenge where men and women commit to no fap or watching corn for the entire month of November. Sounds simple, right? But here's the thing, it's not easy, and that's what makes it powerful. Why take on the challenge? If you're rolling your eyes thinking, why would anyone do this? Most people don't realize how much time, energy, and mental space they waste on fapping or corn. It's not just a physical act, it messes with your mind. If you're constantly thinking about it, you're distracted. You're draining your energy. You're wasting your potential. Dopamine addiction. Let's talk about dopamine. This little chemical in your brain is responsible for pleasure and motivation. When you watch corn or fap, your brain gets flooded with dopamine. Sounds great, right? But here's the problem. Over time, your brain gets used to these high levels of dopamine, and it needs more and more to feel the same pleasure. That's why corn gets more extreme, and that's why some people struggle with addiction. By taking on No Nut November, you're giving your brain a reset. You're letting it return to normal levels of dopamine, which means you'll start enjoying the simple things in life again. You'll feel more motivated, more focused, and more in control. How corn messes with your life. Corn might seem harmless, but it does real damage. When you're constantly hitting your brain with high dopamine levels, it lowers your motivation for everything else. You get used to that artificial high, and normal things like talking to people, working, or even pursuing real relationships seem boring. Here's the brutal truth. Watching corn trains your brain to expect instant gratification. It teaches you to look for easy, short-term pleasure instead of putting in the work for long-term success. It's no wonder so many guys have no drive to improve themselves. They're too hooked on corn to focus on anything real. On top of that, porn messes with your ability to connect with real people. It rewires your brain to respond to a screen instead of real human interaction. The longer you watch, the more disconnected you feel from others. This is why so many guys who are heavy porn users struggle with relationships and social anxiety. They're mentally stuck in a cycle of artificial pleasure that leaves them feeling empty and isolated. Mental clarity and focus. You ever notice how tired and sluggish you feel after fapping? That's because you've just drained yourself. When you stop, you'll notice an increase in your energy and focus. This is huge if you have big goals in your life. Whether you want to start a business, get in shape, or improve your grades. No Nut November gives you the mental clarity you need to push harder. Think about all the time you waste on porn and jerking off. Now imagine if you use that time to actually improve yourself, to study, work out, learn a new skill, or just chase your dreams. You'll be shocked at how much more you can get done when you're not distracted. Improved self-control. No Nut November isn't just about quitting corn for 30 days. It's about self-discipline. It's about controlling your urges and mastering yourself. If you can control your sexual urges, you can control anything. And trust me, this self-control bleeds into other areas of your life. You'll start eating healthier, working out more consistently, and maybe even kicking other bad habits. Mastering self-control is the key to success in anything you do. The social media trap. We live in a world that constantly throws sexual content in our faces. Scroll through social media for 5 minutes, and you're bombarded with suggestive images. This is the world we live in, but you have to rise above it. During No Nut November, avoid things that trigger your urges. Stay off Instagram if you need to. Don't watch movies or shows that push sexual content. Protect your mind from these distractions, and you'll come out stronger on the other side. Relapse doesn't mean failure. If you're feeling like a failure, saying, "I lost, I quit, I'm back to square one," stop. You didn't lose all your progress just because you messed up. Listen up, relapsing isn't the end. Imagine a bodybuilder. If they have a cheat meal or skip a workout once, it doesn't erase all their hard work. But if they do it often, then their progress slows down. Same goes for this journey. One slip-up doesn't wipe out everything you've done. You might hear people making fun of you for taking this challenge seriously. Or maybe others are calling you weak for relapsing. Ignore them. Don't let their opinions control you. Only you control your mind. You decide what affects you, not them. Yeah, you'll feel bad after relapsing, that's normal. But if you've been stuck in bad habits for 5 or 10 years, did you think you'd fix it all in a month? Of course not. Quitting an addiction takes time. Some people say NoFap is too harsh, that we push people to go without relapsing and call them losers if they fail. That's not true. We don't shame anyone for messing up. Relapsing is part of this journey. Every time you fall, you get stronger. Every mistake is a lesson, not a failure. We mention specific goals like 90 days, not to pressure you, but because that's how long it takes for your brain to rewire itself. NoFap isn't just about stopping an addiction. It's about building new habits that stick. So the next time you relapse, don't let it crush you. Learn from it. Use it to push yourself forward. And remember how strong you are, how powerful you can be if you don't give up. We're all in this together. You're not alone. If you stumble, we'll pick you up. But you have to promise not to quit. Look, no one's perfect. If you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Relapsing doesn't mean you've lost. The key is getting back on track and learning from your mistakes. It's not about being perfect, it's about getting better. If you relapse, ask yourself why it happened. Were you stressed? Bored? Did you let your mind wander too much? Use that knowledge to strengthen your resolve. The next time those urges come, you'll be better prepared. Accountability and support. Find a group of people who are doing the challenge too. Whether it's an online forum or a group of friends, having accountability makes a huge difference. When you're struggling, you can reach out and get the support you need. And when you see others pushing through, it'll inspire you to keep going. I have a Discord server with like-minded individuals. Feel free to join the Discord server using the link in description. The benefits you'll feel. By the end of the month, you'll feel different. More focused, more energized, more in control of your life. You'll have a clearer mind and a stronger sense of self-discipline. People will notice. You'll be more confident. You'll carry yourself differently. And once you've made it through November, you don't have to stop. Keep going. Use this momentum to create real change in your life. If you can handle No Nut November, you can handle anything. Take the NoFap challenge and see the benefits for yourself. You won't just quit porn, you'll take back control of your life. Remember, quitting isn't just about porn. It's about reclaiming your mind, your energy, and your future. If you want more tips on how to quit for good, subscribe to my channel. Let's change our lives together. No Nut November is more than just a meme. It's a test of your self-control, your discipline, and your mental strength. It's not going to be easy. You're going to be tempted. You might even fail at some point. But the point is to push yourself, to grow stronger, and to see how far you can go. Take this challenge seriously, and you'll come out of it a better version of yourself. So, are you ready to take on No Nut November? If you like this video, hit the like button. It helps others find this content, and that helps me too. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.